Day 2 of the Peak Pilgrimage, and we're setting off from the Hotel in Hartington. Legs slightly less achy than yesterday, spirits are high, and just enough optimism to carry us on for another 13 miles of the White Peak. The morning was kind to us. We had clear skies, fresh air, and those gorgeous views along the Tissington Trail and down into Lathkil Dale. It was one of those stretches that makes you stop for a moment, take it in, and think, yep, this is why we do it. We picked up 2 more Pilgrim stamps today. First at St Leonard's Church in Monyash, a lovely old church with so much history behind it, and then at St Anne's in Over Haddon. And we dropped into the village, a nice excuse for a breeze before the weather decided to change its mind. Because after lunch, the Peak District reminded us who's boss. The rain came in and it didn't hold back. It poured, it blew, and at one point it felt like we were walking through a car wash on repeat. But the waterproofs did the job and we kept on laughing, squelching and marching forwards, soggy but determined. By the time we arrived at the Lathkil Hotel, we were soaked through, muddy and absolutely buzzing. There's something about earning your day the hard way that makes that warm room, dry socks and that first pint feel like pure magic. 13 miles done, day 2 complete. Weather half stunning, half soaking, but the spirits still very much unbroken.
So this is where we stayed last night at the Hartington Hotel. Hartington Spice next door is their restaurant. Absolutely great stay, cheap and cheerful, but it had everything you needed. So yeah, great stay. We're setting off on day 2. Let's go.
In Hartington, there is a lovely, lovely little tea room. It is closed on a Sunday, but it is very nice. And also, as you're walking through Hartington, on your left-hand side, he's a silly sod. On your left-hand side, you've got the village stores, and they do some really nice sandwiches, pasties, etc. Again, lovely, not overly expensive. And here we have the Hobbit. And we will crack on.
So we're heading up out of Hartington. Mrs B loves saying that. And as has been said numerous times, we've got to go up this big hill, and apparently it's quite a long big hill. And I think I better turn this on because there's quite a bit of wind. Yes, there's quite a bit of hill. Luckily for us, the road's closed, so we're going to have to go back down and get a taxi around it. Yeah, so let's get up this hill and we'll get to you when we get to the top. So as you're climbing up the hill, you pass Hartington Hall car park, which is the youth hostel, which unfortunately we couldn't get a room booked in. But it does look extremely nice. And at least when you come out of here, you're part way up the hill. Aren't you, Mrs B? You are. You are. Yeah, so she's full of beans, probably full of wind again as well, which goes hand in hand with the beans. And we're off. And if you've ever seen a more beautiful youth hostel than that, I think it would be hard to find. It looks stunning.
They've got a big chessboard.
And they've got a giant chessboard, which is...
Connect 4, do you want a game?
No, she always beat me. Right, onwards. So the little hill, or the big hill as we'd heard, were nowhere near as bad as we anticipated. You're up it in no time. So now we're cracking on, we're following the signs for Biggin. Hey! And getting a bit of sun coming up. The colours behind them trees are lovely. But it has forecast it to absolutely hammer it down this afternoon. We're going to get very, very wet. So I intend doing as much filming as I can this morning, because this afternoon I might be under my umbrella. Ella, very good. So we'll see. So, crack on. So there we go, following signs to Biggin, and it's the route 548.
So, why are you a tosser? because you're tossing your litter around. Why are you doing it? Because you're lazy, you don't care, or you think other people should do it. Don't be a tosser. You brought the rubbish. Take it home with you. Remember, guys, leave no trace.
I think somebody else should be doing the tossing. That's just my thoughts. So this is just stunning. What a great start to the morning. As I said, we're expecting a lot of rain. We've got our rain covers on. Some of us have got our coats on in preparation for it. Preparation H. But
some of us haven't.
Some of us haven't. But we'll be fine. But this is just beautiful walking up here. So, day 2 of the Peak Pilgrimage on a Sunday morning. What more could you want? And even the views behind us, absolutely gorgeous. Here comes Mrs. B, who's not a tosser, are you, love? Not to everybody anyway. So, yes, this is beautiful. So, as we're walking up, I'm hoping it'll show the silhouette of all the cows on the hill. I'm not sure it will, but it's still a lovely shot.
We'll get a photo just.
And we'll get a photo a bit closer. That wind is picking up, and it's a cool one.
It's a brisk wind.
Isn't it lovely?
It is.
So, right, too many pretty things to film. We need to get moving. So again, looking back down the valley where we've come from, absolutely beautiful. As we always say, sometimes it does pay to turn round and have a look behind you. So, spinning back round, this is where we're heading. There's my mooley cows on top of the hill, which I just think look ace. So, onwards. The word of today is scullers. Scullers means colours of the sky, or sky colours. Scullers. Remember that word, people. Got to say, loving this section. It's very varied. Oh, Mrs. B nearly went for a Burton then. It's been a lovely walk so far. We had all the dales yesterday. We've got a bit of farm track today. But really, really enjoying it. Top of the world. Hartington Old Station down here. Plenty of Peak Pilgrimage signs on all the posts. Shines, another word of the day. I haven't got my teeth in this morning. Quite looking forward to seeing this, but with it being Sunday morning, it might not be open. Because I could do with a really nice cup of coffee. But so far, weather's holding up. but it does say at dinner time it's to turn from this to torrential rain. Do, do, do. But we'll sing and dance in it like you do. Right, onward to Hartington station. Absolutely beautiful this morning. Simply, simply lovely. So unfortunately this gate's padlocked.
Looks like it used to be the handle to open the gate.
Gracefully done.
Gracefully done.
Don't forget to close your gate. Well done. And sheet. Here we go. Onwards. What a lovely morning. I've got to say, I don't think I've smiled this much on a walk in a long time. It's just got the real good feel-good factor at the moment, which is what it's all about. So we're now on the Tissington Trail, and as I say, I think we're going to be way too early, but the station's coming up ahead and the colours are just beautiful this morning. A bit of sun, absolutely lovely. So if we're very lucky it's open, if not I'm going to enjoy a coffee in Monyash. So either way, it's not a bad thing. We'll be fine. We can manage. But there's sun hitting the trees. It's just beautiful this morning. What a lovely, lovely morning. So let's go down and have a look at the station, old station building. What we got here? Limestone and leisure trains to Hartington. So the old signal box. Wow. It's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Can we go and have it? We can. Let's go and have a look through the window. Ooh. And there we have the old signal box with an old wood burner in there. What a lovely place. Looking out to the window at those views. What a great job that would have been in its day. Excellent. It's looking very much like the cafe's not open. Looking at Mrs. B's face, it's definitely not open. So we'll just go and have a look at the... I'm sure it is a cafe. I'm sure other people have said. Looks like we're walking on to Monash to get our brew. Absolutely isn't a cafe at all, it's toilets. So where I got the idea of it was a cafe, I have no idea. Apparently it is a cafe. Oh, downstairs looking at, yeah, downstairs it is, I've seen them. So yeah, cafe and public toilets, always worth doing when you're doing a trail. But that is fabulous, I've got to say. So yes, this is the Tissington Trail. You're probably going to see lots of joggers, cyclists and horse people on it, but it is lovely, it really is. And you couldn't ask for a better morning, to be honest. Autumn leaves dropping, sun shining through trees, just puts a smile on your face. Absolutely loving life. So I'm looking forward to getting to Monash now for a coffee. I am a bit of a coffee holic and I've not had one yet, so I could be starting to get a little bit agitated. No, I'm only kidding. But I am looking forward to a coffee. But this is fabulous. This would be a great place to come with your kids on bikes to learn to ride a bike, or even just for a walk. Nice and easy underfoot, but beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, we'll crack on a little bit. You look where they've cut through the rocks for the train tracks, and it's just amazing how Mother Nature finds ways of growing out of the rocks and just surviving. It's amazing. Now, these rocks will have been absolutely chopped to smithereens, and yet we've already got trees and plants growing out of them, new bushes. It's quite amazing really what Mother Nature can do. And how's them for two wonderful little silhouettes?
A lot littler than what they used to be.
Yeah, they're a lot slimmer than they used to be. So yes, everything about this is feeling great. It's nice to see the sun, because yesterday was dry, but it was very grey and overcast most of the day, wasn't it? Yeah. But this is better for seeing the colours, and it's just good. So we're going to stride out because I can smell coffee. I don't think I can really. I definitely can't smell a Greg's Tony, so sorry mate, there's no Greg's on here. Private joke. So, onwards. So yeah, it's beautiful this morning, and the views from the Tissington Trail are just fabulous. Absolutely loving it. Well, I suppose I better get catching up, hadn't I? She's off. Bless her. She'll wait, I hope. So yeah, loving this walk. Really enjoyed the Hope. Really enjoyed the Hope pilgrimage, but it did seem a lot more hilly than this one, but loved it, and absolutely loving the peak, gotta say. Highly recommend them both. It's a pilgrimage, doesn't mean you've got to be a big God lover or church goer. It is lovely going into the churches and appreciating the stained glass windows and the architecture. And whether or not you believe in God or not, there is something very spiritual about being in a church and calming. And it's quite interesting going in and having somewhere to find. It's a little bit like doing a orienteering course. So I do enjoy doing the pilgrimages. Gives you time to think, gives you time to reflect. You know, not that long ago I lost my parents, and, you know, forever in my thoughts. And sometimes it's just nice to be out here with no distractions, so you can think of things. We all lose family members and friends, and sometimes it's nice just to remember them. So yes, what a cracking little walk, what a lovely morning. Let's get on to the cafe. And today, children, Thomas is wearing a pink cover on his rucksack. Choo choo, Thomas. Pop pop. I think she might be getting a little bit carried away here, don't you, children? No, she's stopped now. No. Oh my life, we're getting them all here. And how does he go? Doot doot.
In a Welsh accent.
That's why you need me brother, he can do that really good. Boyo.
Boyo.
There you go, passed. Right, Monyash, come on, need coffee. These are steep bankings, I bet this took some cutting out. But again, trees growing out, grass is growing out, Mother Nature taking control again. It's fascinating, I think it's brilliant.
He's a dickhead.
Everybody do. So, approaching Parsley Hay, Cycle Hire and Information Centre. You've got car parking, you've electric charger, and there's coffee! So yes, ecstatic. So yes, you can hire bikes. Just looks fabulous. But more than anything, this looks amazing. So, what we got here? It's a kazun. I'm not even going to try and say half of them words. You know what I'm going to say, folks. If you want to read up on it, pause now. Gingango, got it in again. So the kazum is a monument to Nenad's love of the UK and Croatia, both of which he called home. He would love nothing more than for the travellers to rest a little here or take shelter from the storm. Right, let's go and have a look inside there. Wow. Oh, that's quite cool.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Very cleverly done.
Yeah.
Ooh, making me feel dizzy looking up there. So there we go, a little Croatian hut. Right, onwards. Monyash. Here we come.
Fully refreshed.
Fully refreshed. We've had a coffee. I've totally pigged out and had a sausage and bacon cob, or a bacon butty to us Yorkshire folk. And Mrs. B had a toasted currant tea cake, which I've got to say looked absolutely beautiful.
It was very, very nice.
Very, very, very nice. But it very, very, very nice.
It was probably one of the best toasted currant tea cakes I've had.
And that sounds really stupid, doesn't it, guys? Because a toasted currant tea cake, you'd think is a toasted currant tea cake, but it did look really lovely. The coffee were really nice. So yeah, great little stop. Unfortunately, where we stayed last night was very clean and nice, but they didn't do any breakfast facilities whatsoever. And everywhere this morning in Hartington was closed. So we were ready for a coffee, and the sandwich was just a bonus. and enjoyed it. So on to Monyash. The weather's slowly turning. I think they may be right. I think they may be getting wet this afternoon. But we'll see. You know, you never know. So yeah, next stop's Monyash. And we're feeling top of the world.
Top of the world, mister.
Top of the world. And there you go. Sun's still trying to make a showing, but it is starting to mist and cloud over. Right, onwards. We're doing well now, as I said, well refreshed. But it's clouding over, we have felt the odd spit of rain. We're contemplating collecting bits of wood on his way and building an ark, just in case. It's forecast rain of biblical proportions, so we'll see.
That's what you get for being on a pilgrimage.
Yeah, I suppose this is where we find out how good Paramore really are. Although, to be fair, we know. Right, onwards a bit further, and we have a fork in the path.
Dilemma.
Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Which way do we want to go?
I actually don't know, do you?
No. Do we go left? Do we go right? I think we go left. Or is it right?
Can you hold that? I think they both join each other.
What do we think, guys? Left to right, left to right.
It's a bit of a wonky thing in it, so
Yeah.
straight on.
Let's go straight on then. Let's do this. Although there's a bench down there I could sit on.
Yeah, that's why we're not going that way.
Oh, right.
Grumpy old Hobbit. Grumpy, grumpy, grumpy.
It's just a wiggle, whoop, beep, bump.
You watch, we'll be wrong now.
Yeah, we'll be going totally wrong way. So, if you walk up here, there is a pub called the Royal Oak. And it's a pub that Ian and I have both frequented before. And it's got a lovely campsite. So, if you want to stop here at any point, just keep walking up here. And it's just up here on your right hand side. And there's Mr. Baggins, look. He is here. All the bicyclists, as our Lauren calls them, were looking at me. Hello.
Hello.
With my little camera. I think they think I'm a weirdo, but hey, I think they're weirdos too. So yeah, you can just see it, the little white building at the top. That is the Royal Oak, and as I say, definitely worth a visit. The food they do is absolutely fantastic, and they have a lovely log fire burning, so yeah. Give it a visit. Walk down here, a 1.5 miles left to the end of the trail, and then we will be turning right onto, what's it called? Shallow, Sparklow, something. So
If
yeah.
you remember when we was at the Royal Oak pub and we were camping at that now web campsite, which is bloody horrible, by the way, people, don't go. They told us to come down here and cut across some fields for a shortcut. We're now going to cut across those fields.
Ah, cool.
So we're going to find out the shortcut now.
So yeah, we go down past the donkey sanctuary, don't we?
And now web camping, which I will repeat, folks, do not go. It's horrible. So, yes, onwards we go.
There's always one, children. Well, it's... Anyway, as we'll leave the little hobbit to play, as I was saying earlier, so we're still on the Tissington Trail. And actually, this is the back of the Royal Oak pub where the campsite is.
This is the campsite.
So this is the actual campsite. So I'll just whiz you up quickly. so you can have a quick look. As I say, cheap as chips as well with the camping, if I remember rightly. When we went and said the walking tents, I'm sure they only said about a tenner for us to camp for the night.
Flat pictures, aren't they?
But they're absolutely brilliant, look.
And there was an indoor bit, weren't they, to get in out?
And there is an indoor bit, you're absolutely right, to cook. And this is where all the toilets, etc. are. Just up here. There you go, look, all up through there. I'm not going to take you for a full tour of the campsite because then I'll sort of start feeling like the salesperson for the Royal Oak at Hudlow campsite. So we'll continue now. The Hobbit has done playing on the swing.
Nearly cut myself in half.
Bless him. Nearly did himself an injury. So yeah, onward.
There might always be one, but sometimes there's two. Somebody decided she was going to have a go. Go then. That's just proper chicken shit. You're supposed to lift your feet up and go. Go back. Right, I need you to come straight at me and put your legs up. Come on. Come on, Miss Twopenny. Go! Ooh. Ooh. There we go. So we've just passed the Royal Oak pub and oh look, Mrs B, Glamber's in tree. Hey, every walk we do there's a robin when we think it's Grandma watching us. So yes, just past the Royal Oak pub and there's a right turn here which would be really easy to miss. So just pointing it out to you folk, and there is the signs on the fence posts there. So don't miss the right turn. So we've done the right turn and come through the gate there. That's the Tissington Trail above. And basically we're going to cut across these fields up to the main road, cross the road, and then we'll go past the dreaded Narweb camping and the donkey sanctuary, which were really nice. I do feel harsh slating a campsite, but last time we stayed there, the toilets and the showers were filthy. And I mean, well, let's spin you round, folks. How dirty were they, Mrs B?
Absolutely disgusting.
They were horrible, weren't they?
Yes.
We had people turning up on site 2 o'clock in the morning, belting music out, and no respect for fellow campers, to the point this grumpy little hobbit had to get out of his tent and we nearly came to blows. It was muddy. It was just horrible.
It was awful.
The guy wasn't interested, and then when you read reviews, which for first time ever we hadn't done, everybody was slating it, and he was just coming on being rude, saying my toilets and showers were purpose built. Perhaps they were 10 years ago. Unfortunately, you'd not cleaned them in 10 years. So yes, just a heads up for anybody doing this, do not book in there. Not a pleasant place to be. Right, let's crack on. So people, be warned. That's all I'm going to say, be warned. Don't do it. Do not do it. So the only one good thing when we did stay at that campsite, even though it was horrid, was it is very close to the donkey sanctuary. And every day we were watching the donkeys coming in and out, which were great. Whether we'll see any donkeys down here or not, I'm not sure.
With the ice cream parlour. As you walk through the donkey sanctuary.
Oh, over there, yes. And that were nice. Here's the donkeys. They're out over on the left-hand side this time. Bless them. Now the weather is really starting to come in. It's getting a little bit windy, starting to rain, and it's a little bit chilly, to say the least. So I think we're in for a downpour. I'm just going to go to the hole in the wall here, and so I'll show you where some of the donkeys that are out. Donkeys in the field, bless them. And we can just then continue on our merry way down this road and see how wet we get. So, as promised, the heavens have opened, or should I say it's just started raining. How bad it's going to get, no idea, we'll see as we go on. But it's been a stunning walk, and still is. If it stays like this, I can deal with it. If it gets any worse, we'll be building the ark. So yes, I think we're still making our way to Monash. I think somebody keeps moving it, but we're doing all right. And there's a sign to turn right. Happy days. So, here we go down the farm track. Onwards a little bit. Oh, it looks like another. Is this a campsite or just a farm sign? Open every day. Might be having a cup of coffee, folks.
Freshly ground coffee and cake and Jersey ice cream with a seating area.
Let's go, guys. Da, da, da.
Lathkil Dale.
So here we go, folks. Farm Honesty Shop at Barnclose Farm. We're going to take a look, and I think we're going to get out at rain for 5 minutes and make a brew or something. So obviously on a nicer day, seating area outside. And I've just heard an oh wow from Mrs. B. Let's have a gander. Look at this. Wowzer. In fact, you could go bonkers in here.
How truly.
Fabulous is this.
Oh, look at this.
What you found? Oh, is that a gingerbread?
Yes.
Oh, we've got a proper flicker on with these lights. Well, I've got to say this is fantastic, isn't it, Mrs. B?
Absolutely. And can I say, do go to the Facebook page and like and share for all other walkers to be able to share this. And it is, Facebook page is at Barnclose Farm Shop. So do, because at the end of the day, they don't have to do this, don't our local farmers, but they do.
And what's lovely is it's all quality stuff. The coffee were lovely, ice creams, and it's not overly priced. And the choices of chutneys and honey and jams. And everything's just brilliant. So, yeah.
And they take card as well as cash.
They take card as well as cash, which is amazing. It's brilliant. You can even buy frozen bread, sausages, bacon. Okay, not ideal if you're on a multi-day like we are, but it's fabulous.
I suppose if you're stopping over camping.
Yeah, you could take sausages and cook them on your frying pan, crisps. It's got everything. So yes, absolutely brilliant. Highly recommend it. If you're doing this walk, call in and support them. Right, we're going to get dressed up again, get us hoods up and set off.
So we've just come into Monyash. The weather is phenomenally piddling it down. And it's quite a quaint little village actually.
Oh, look at this phone box full of books.
And it looks like we've got a library
Of some description. In a phone box.
in the phone box, which I think is wonderful. Absolutely brilliant. It looks like it's on the inside of the cottage, so... Oh no, it's not.
Amazing.
I'm totally wrong. Through the sheep squeeze. And there you have it, look. Buy or borrow a book and leave an appropriate donation in the box provided.
Brilliant.
Then it looks like we've got a little pub, and then I think there is some history around this cross here, if I remember rightly. And I think what you can see is parts of the cross in the church, if I remember rightly, from what I've read in the book. So yeah, the village cross dates from 1340. I'll not read it all out. Pause it.
Mention London.
And there it is. There's not much of it left, but it remains. And then we've got a little cafe here, look, which is run by, I think it might be the council. I don't know what's making me think that. I might be totally wrong. And then Bull's Head if you want a pint, which is lovely. Okay, I'll fetch you back when we get to church.
This is St Leonard's Church in Monash, dating back to the 12th century, around 1198. It's seen a lot of pilgrims over the years, and today it had 2 soggy hobbits collecting a stamp and a breather.
So here we are at St Leonard's Church at Monash. We're going to go in and hopefully get a sticker and a stamp. What a lovely looking church this is. Mrs B's got a photo now, I think, so she'll be happy now. Yeah, lovely little church. Gotta say, everything about this walk, except for the weather now, has been fantastic. But we're still high spirits and we're having a laugh. You know, it's part of being out and it's part of adventure dealing with it. You know, so it's not like we've not got the gear. So yes, let's have a gander. Now this door looks small. I'm not sure this is the main door in and out. We shall soon see. But it is.
Inside St Leonard's, everything feels calm and still. It's one of those churches where you naturally slow down and you just enjoy a quiet moment. Generations of local life has passed through here for services, celebrations, big village moments, and if these pews could talk, they'd have some stories to tell. It's the perfect pause on the peak pilgrimage to rest the legs, enjoy the calm, and of course, grab your pilgrim stamp before heading back out.
So Mrs B happy again. This time she's put a sticker and a stamp in the right place. What does it say this time, Mrs B?
It says, check me out, the funk soul brother. So it says, no one can serve 2 masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Matthew chapter 6 verse 24.
There you go. Some good advice there.
Absolutely.
So stop trying to make all money out of my piggy bank, you.
I will serve thee.
I think it meant serve God, not me.
I know.
I know I am your God.
You just think you are.
Okie dokie. So, are you ready to go back out in the rain?
Yes, I am. Onward and upward.
Let's do this.
So we've got another campsite, Lathkil Dale campsite, open March till December. Oh, they also do seasonal pictures. And just be careful when you're coming down this road as you come out of Monash. It is a 60-way road and it is quite fast, as I'm sure you can imagine.
So we're heading down Lathkil Dale Nature Reserve now. The weather has turned, but hey ho, we're waterproof. And I'm looking forward to going down another dale. We've done 2 already, this will be his 3rd.
Yeah.
And there's apparently some caves down here, so let's go and have a look. Right, I'll get back to you in a bit. So here we have Lathkil Dale in all its glory, basking in the sunshine. This isn't rain, this is sweat. because it's that warm and beautiful. We're trying to kid ourselves, obviously, but no, it's lovely. Quite looking forward to what lies ahead, especially the warm shower and the warm bed. No, I'm joking. The caves and everything else, so it's not too bad. Not quite as pretty as yesterday with it chucking it down. Still very pretty, it's just a lot harder to film. But again, what a cracking walk. Let's get going. Always make sure you close the gate behind you. It's very important, folks, so wildlife can't escape. Well done, Mrs. B.
Thank you.
Well done. So yes, it's just been discussing the pros and cons of waterproof trousers. They do make you sweat a lot, so personally I'm not keen. But I think in the colder months, they do tend to keep you from getting cold legs. But at the moment, I think we're doing all right. So, much to the annoyance of Mrs. B, this is the Valley of Gwanja 3. She's going to have to find some good animations of dinosaurs now, ain't she, folk? But yeah, again, what a lovely dale. Loving this walk. And the weather isn't dampening her spirits. Maybe dampening his underwear, but not his spirits. So we're doing all right. The variety on this walk is just unbelievable. It's probably one of the few ones we've done I may consider doing again in spring, just for the different colours, because it's been really pleasant.
Where all that from?
I thought Mrs. B was
I
going to come
think
out with
it's
something
from-
of wisdom there, but
Do you think it's from the mining?
it could
Well,
be,
a big limestone mining, weren't it?
probably. Or it's what a giant's been bringing up the valley to build a house with.
Up the Valley of Gwanja.
No, that'd be a dinosaur though, wouldn't it? It'd be a mother in T-Rex. So yes. But yeah, this is so different down here. It's, on a nice day, this would feel magical. In fact, it's a bit like something out of Lord of the Rings.
Is that?
It's quite an experience, actually. Even in the bad weather. It is trying to brighten up a little bit. Unfortunately, somebody needs to tell the rain to stop as well. But we're not doing bad. So this is very pretty, but it's a little bit tricky on these wet stones with all the rain. But it's still very beautiful. And as I say, a lovely part of the walk. Mrs. B's just working her way through the rocks.
Very, very.
They are very slippery.
Don't follow me, 'cause I'm lost too.
Here she comes, slipping down the path. How to make a path look difficult by Mrs. Baggins.
These two. If I fall,
It will kill me laughing.
would you too, darling?
I wouldn't really laugh. So unfortunately I think there's going to be a lot of water on my legs. Not a lot I can do about that. But yes, this is been lovely to do and a nice dry day. Absolutely phenomenal. but it is made quite tricky by the very wet rocks. They are like ice. How are you doing in this rain?
Oh, I'm fine.
You're loving it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? I'm just saying it would be nicer if it were dry, not for it not to be slippy.
Yeah, good,
But it is what it is. And I am what I am. I am what I am.
I'm what I am, need no excuses.
And there you have it, folks. It needs no excuses. Oh, right, I'm going to put the camera down for a bit because this is getting a little bit slippy and tricky. Looking forward now to getting to us hotel or B&B, whatever it is. Hotel Mel says, or Mrs B or Mrs Baggins or the Hobbitess, whatever she wants to be known as. So I'm looking forward to it just to get dry. Not because I'm tired or fed up, but it'd be nice just to get dry and have a shower. But this place is just amazing. Definitely think I'm going to do this again in spring and see it from a different point of view and hopefully get some dry weather. But yeah, great walk. Absolutely 100% recommend it. Do you, Mrs B?
Absolutely fabulous. Most definitely we will be back.
Get your boots on, get your rucksacks out and do this. Right, going to crack on a bit now, getting a bit damp. So, there's one thing not assured in life, that if you find a little cave, a little hobbitess has got to go and explore it. The thing is, can she go get onto the rock and look like a little hobbit? Or is it going to be too slippy? She's going for it, folks. And there we have it. In fact, we're a little bit far away there. One thing with these action cams, they're not very good at close-ups. There we go. Mrs. Hobbit in her cave.
I'm staying in this cave because it's raining out there.
Is it warm and dry? Have you got the central heating on? Why are you talking like that? Wowzer. Right. Right, she's going to talk like that, I'm going, folks. So come on, onwards. We'll leave her in a cave because she's squeaking. Come on, Squeaky Hobbit. Oh, flip. Come on. Come on. What a wild and wonderful landscape this is. And Mrs. B's just said to me she thinks she's heard a drone. Now, funnily enough, I thought I had as well, but I think it's cows mooing, I'm not sure. Because I can't hear it now. So I thought it would have droned as well, but I think it could be just cows mooing. But yes, what a wild and rugged landscape this is. It's so varied on this walk, it's untrue. Mrs. B ploughing on like a professional, look. Yay! Raindrops are falling on his head. I don't know the words, so I will make them up instead. Falling on me head. That's enough, because I'm not feeling very in a songwriting type mood. Right, let's keep it going. So we're still travelling through Lathkil Dale. Unfortunately, the weather's not been kind to us, but it's a stunning place. Gotta say, love to see it in the dry and spend a bit more time taking it all in. But it really is a wonderful, mystical, magical place. So we've about 2 miles to go, so hopefully won't have too long to go before we're putting some dry clothes in and warming up. But until then, we're just going to keep taking in all this wonderful scenery. And I've got to say, it really is. Can't emphasise enough, folks. Give it a go. So I believe we're coming to the end of the dale, or close. And it's turned more into a bit of a foresty type walk. But I've got to say, that was a lovely dale to walk through, even in the persisting damn rain. It was very, very nice. What did you think, Mrs. B, in your brolly?
Mrs. B thought it was very, very lovely.
It was grand, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really nice.
But it would be nice to see again in a different season.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in spring, we're not daffodils and
Bluebells and whatever else comes out here. And the spring fairies and the little toadstools and the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, it's an absolutely lovely walk. But as you can tell from the attire, the brolly and the hoods, it has been lashing it down.
Thought my head needed a breather, so brolly's come out now.
I've lost you.
Oh, yeah.
You're there, look. So yes, it's you can feel a bit claustrophobic when you're up all the time, but obviously keeps you dry. So, but yes, what a lovely dale. Lathkil Dale. So that's 3 dales we've done now. Dove Dale, Wolf's Coat Dale, and Lathkil Dale. That's a tongue twister. So yes, it's the walk of the dales.
So, fun fact from Lathkil Dale. All the way down the middle of the dale, looks like there's just a load of rocks and things, obviously limestone. And what you don't know is actually under those rocks there is a river running underground. And once you get round the corner, it makes its little self visible. And there it is, folks.
And I want to know what happens to the fishes underground.
So if anybody knows, do the fishes swim underground as well? In the comments, guys.
It's the bridge over the Pretend River. So I'm not sure if this is down to a lack of water because of the drought, or whether, right, I was going to walk over it, but obviously we're not, or whether it genuinely doesn't run down here. But you'd like to think it must, or they want to put a bridge in. So yes, if you're local and you know, is this down to the drought, or does it never really run down here at all and the bridge was just for fancy? Mrs. B's having a log. Are you having a rest under your umbrella?
Under my umbrella.
That's going to look really sickly on video, that. Right, onwards. In fact, let's just give you a little bit of an update. 1.18 miles to go, so we're nearly as B&Bs, and I think we're both looking forward to it.
Yay!
Are you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So that's the end of Lathkil Dale. And what a lovely day it was, even with this weather. We've really enjoyed it. We're still smiling, still happy, and highly recommend it. It was lovely. There's one thing, I suppose, with all the rain and it being a weekend, it's kept the hordes of people down. So, yes, it's been good, that, hasn't it, Mrs. B?
It's been brilliant. So now it'll be time to say welcome to Over Haddon, where our next church is. So hopefully we'll be there very shortly.
Okie dokie, let's go find another church. Once you come out of Lathkil Dale, it is a bit of a climb up a road. It's nothing too bad. But yeah, probably the longest pull we've had so far. Me and Mrs. B have just been contemplating and saying actually how little road walking there's been. Seems a bit ironic now we're walking up a road, but there haven't been as much as we thought there were going to be, and not much farmland. So it's been a really, really good walk so far. So I'll get back to you at Tuppet Hill so you don't have to listen to me blowing out my arse. So I'm going. Bye.
This is St Anne's Church in Over Haddon, built in 1880. It's a lovely Victorian stop on the Peak Pilgrimage, perfect for a quick stamp and a moment to catch your breath before walking on.
What a pull up to that. Oh, what a lovely little church. In fact, bloody gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Let's just go and open now. There's no service and we can get in. So yes, this is our final stamp of the day. Both very wet, both very damp. So there's your church, it's beautiful. I'm just going to spin round and look at the flowers. And then we're going to film Mrs B doing her magic in the book. So here we go. Sticker and stamp time.
The sticker is in the right place.
Which means the stamp is also, as long as it's not upside down,
It's not.
in the right place. So, come on, what we're saying?
Let me just get into light, follow me around.
Right, well, I need to be at this side here, so trust me, fine. Go on. What's it from?
Matthew chapter 19 verse 14. Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these."
So, yes, beautiful little church. Are you going to sign the book this time, Mrs B? So, I've got to say, I'm very impressed with the camera. I've put it on super night mode in here because it's very dark. And yes, it's blowing the windows out a little bit, but it's doing an amazing job of picking everything else up. So, Over Haddon Church. Fantastico. Such a shame weather's turned, but what a lovely little seating area. You've got your, this side, you've got your mining, your fish. We're hoping Mrs B were going to tell you what these were. Yeah, we've got a church here and a tractor to symbolise the farming. And it's beautiful. And the view is just immense, as I said. Just a shame it's pissing it down. You know, whoops, it's very slippy on there. But yeah, stunning. What a lovely place. On a nice day, this would be a lovely place to just use your thoughts and think things through and ponder. To the end of his day.
Yeah.
It's been a long day and it's been a wet day. But I've got to say, it's been one of my favourite days on a walk. It's been very varied and there's been some lovely scenery, haven't there?
Absolutely, yeah.
So, what would I say? Do it. Just absolutely do it. We've had 2 fantastic days. We're now coming up to the Lathkil Hotel and I've got to say I'm glad because that last little climb was a bit of a stonker.
Yeah.
But I think we've earned a little drinky.
Absolutely.
And something nice to eat. And we're just going to get into this little parking place here before we get run over. So yes, it's been brilliant, hasn't it?
Absolutely fantastic, yeah. So, day 2, boom, in the bag. Just over 13 miles done. That includes walking around the churches, etc. The official mileage is probably about 11.5, but I think we've done probably about 1.5 miles-ish. I don't know what we've done, but
whatever.
13 mile anyway, just over. So hey, we've done all right.
And it has turned bad this afternoon with weather, hasn't it?
It has,
But we've stayed dry.
we've got good gear, so we've stayed dry. I'm not cold, and it's to rain tomorrow.
But
And I don't really care.
So yeah, so that's the end of day 2. So please like and subscribe. Costs you nothing. And we're going to go in and have a drink. And this is the views out of the valley, which on a nice day would have been beautiful. And today they're just wet.
But we're going to enjoy the views.
We are.
nevertheless.
So in we go for a pint. Cheers everybody, see you tomorrow.